Alright, to wrap up part 4, we're going to finish with chromatics. So technically this is part 4C. Alright, now chromatics are the next step up. Okay, you know, we talked about the first step was being able to pick tremolo-wise stationary. Next stage was being able to slide it up or down. Okay, and then after that, it's crossing from one string to the next. And then once you can do that, you can derive different patterns. You also have to practice not only single note lines, but also chord clusters. And it's best to work with diatonics, at least initially. But this is taking it up another step by working all 4 of your fret fingers together and in coordination with one another. Okay, now we can hear the snare. Alright, you can practice all over. And you see how I'm trying to keep my fingers as close to the fretboard as possible? Economy of motion. Alright, and once you're successful at being able to go up and down on various fret positions, then we start double picking. Okay, and once we're comfortable with that, alright, so those chromatics are invaluable, and the next tier up. Okay, now the last part of learning the chromatics is, because you have 4 fingers, you can have a lot of different combinations of, you know, those 4 fingers. So now I'm not going to go through all of them because this is very, you know, it's just boring. So you're going to have to work this all out yourself. But with your 4 fingers, let me show you an example, starting with the first chromatic set, right? You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Or you can go . You see what I'm getting at? right? Then what you would do is move on to having your second finger be the first note and come up with all the permutations. I think you see my point. Each finger, I believe there is 16 different, there would be 4 for each finger being the lead note. So work out those 16 variations. If you can tab them out so you can see them, that's actually a good way of helping to train yourself. Alright, and so to recap, all these exercises follow a very simple progression. Start with tremolo picking, and then you move on to speed picking. You practice with each finger individually on every single string, on a wide range of frets, and once you can do that and you can pick one beat pick along with one beat, and then 2 picks per beat, and then 4 picks per beat, then you want to practice sliding up and down, getting yourself mobile. Once you're mobile, then you practice moving from one string to the next. But doing so in a simpler manner, with only 1 finger or 2 fingers tops. At this point, you also make sure that you're also training to pick diatonic 2-note chords. So you're getting used to picking 2 strings at once and getting your pick nice and even. And then, of course, you then have to go up the next step, which is coordinating all of your fingers together with your picking, and that's what the chromatics are for. And then the variation of the chromatics, the 16 variations, those, believe it or not, ingrain your hand to be able to play these type patterns, the 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. All of those are hidden in the chromatics, and you're training to be able to do all of those positions that are needed to play any scale. You're training yourself to do it, whether you realize it or not. And like I said, if the 160 beats, which I'm using, if it's too fast, start at whatever speed you can comfortably pick one time with the click, and then the direct click that follows, you can up pick on it. You have to get connected with a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So if it's going, only 100 beats per minute, as long as you can coordinate 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.